Royal Crown Digital presents General Olusegun Obasanjo, military head of state, the soldier who guided Nigeria's return to civilian rule. General Olusegun Obasanjo remains one of the most influential figures in Nigeria's modern history. A distinguished soldier, military commander, diplomat, and statesman, he became Nigeria's military head of state during one of the nation's most important political transitions. His administration is remembered for leading Nigeria from military rule back to democratic civilian government, becoming the first military ruler in the country's history to voluntarily hand over power to a democratically elected civilian administration. This historic achievement strengthened Nigeria's democratic foundations and enhanced the country's international reputation. Born on March 5, 1937, in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Obasanjo joined the Nigerian army in the late 1950s and trained in Nigeria, the United Kingdom, and India. Rising steadily through the ranks, he earned a reputation for discipline, professionalism, and strategic leadership. During the Nigerian Civil War, he commanded the 3rd Marine Commando Division in the final campaign that brought the conflict to an end in January 1970, helping pave the way for national reconciliation. Following the assassination of General Murtala Mohammed during the failed coup of February 13, 1976, Lieutenant General Olusegun Obasanjo constitutionally became military head of state. Rather than abandoning his predecessor's transition program, he pleaded to complete it and assured Nigerians that power would be returned to civilians as scheduled. His administration focused on national unity, institutional development, and effective governance. Investments continued in education, agriculture, transportation, healthcare, housing, and public infrastructure. Reforms strengthened public institutions, promoted discipline within the civil service, improved accountability, and encouraged long-term national development. One of Obasanjo's greatest achievements was supervising the drafting and implementation of the 1979 Constitution, which introduced a presidential system modeled largely after that of the United States. Electoral institutions were strengthened, political parties were registered, and nationwide elections were successfully conducted, providing the constitutional foundation for Nigeria's peaceful return to democratic civilian rule. Throughout the transition, Obasanjo consistently reaffirmed his commitment to handing power back to civilians. Despite pressure from some quarters to prolong military rule, he remained faithful to the timetable. His decision demonstrated uncommon respect for constitutional governance at a time when many military governments across Africa remained in office for extended periods. On October 1, 1979, General Olusegun Obasanjo formally handed over power to the democratically elected President Shehu Shagari following credible national elections. The peaceful transfer marked the beginning of Nigeria's Second Republic and became one of the nation's defining democratic milestones. His voluntary departure earned admiration throughout Nigeria and abroad. Beyond domestic affairs, Obasanjo strengthened Nigeria's foreign policy by supporting African unity, regional peace, anti-colonial liberation movements, and the campaign against apartheid in southern Africa. Nigeria maintained a leading role within the Organization of African Unity and the Economic Community of West African States, promoting diplomacy, regional cooperation, peacekeeping, and political stability. After leaving office, Obasanjo remained active in international diplomacy, conflict mediation, election observation, and humanitarian initiatives. He later returned to democratic elections to serve as Nigeria's civilian president from 1999 to 2007, becoming one of the few African leaders to govern both as a military ruler and an elected civilian president. Although historians continue to debate aspects of his leadership, there is broad agreement that completing Nigeria's democratic transition fundamentally shaped the nation's political history. His administration proved that military governments could peacefully relinquish power, establishing an enduring precedent for constitutional governance and democratic succession. General Olusegun Obasanjo's legacy extends far beyond his military career. He is remembered as the leader who guided one of Nigeria's most significant political transitions and helped strengthen Nigeria's democratic foundations. His peaceful transfer of power remains one of the defining moments in Nigeria's post-independence history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Royal Crown Digital. Share this video with friends and family to help us continue preserving and sharing history through engaging educational documentaries. Royal Crown Digital, bringing history to life.